Hey everyone, it's Jarrett Scott here. I'm down here in my basement bar and I'm working on my new Pearl Demon Drive bass pedals. Just a few weeks ago around Christmas time, I bought these two pedals for my kit. They're two single pedals of the Pearl Demon Drive Eliminator single drive pedals. If you're like me and you've watched Mike Mangini and all the greats play these, you've seen these are supposed to be the best pedals on the market. But I had an issue where I had one pedal dragging severely more than the other pedal. Did not know what was going on. These were out of the box, factory new. So it's been about 2 weeks of me fooling with these, and I think I finally found the solution. This is an iPhone video. This was not meant to be anything special, but I know there's going to be a drummer out there who's going to need this video. So I'm going to set these over here on this ledge. So basically what was happening with this pedal, you can see this guy, like the Demon Drive should, all day. It just goes. Well, what happened is with this pedal, it would go and it would go for 4 or 5 turns and then it would basically just stop. And I did not take a video of them before. I had them on factory settings, exactly out of the box, everything identical, and this guy would go forever. This guy would go 5 turns and that was it. Contacted the guys at Sweetwater where I purchased these from. They were basically no help and said the feel is in the eye of the beholder. I said, okay, well that's not good enough. Let's take a look. These are $700 for 2 pedals, so they should perform amazing out of the box. So one thing that Pearl brags about is their Ninja bearings that are in here. So basically in this, and you'll see out of the box, it is in the finesse position. I moved it to the power. In here are the Ninja bearings, and those are those skateboard bearings, and they are what give it the absolute effortless transition. I think there's one on this side too. So with spring tension being the same on both, but one was stopping dramatically earlier, I said there's got to be an issue with that bearing. What's the problem? So I took him off and I realized what was happening is there was drag. The bearing, I could just tell, was dragging on something. So what would it be? Well, I found the solution, and I hope you fellow drummers out there can use this to your advantage. It's right here. These two guys on this shaft. It's not in any of the manuals. You see, I got the manuals hanging out. I'm looking for everything. Right here, these 2 pins. And the issue was the alignment of the direct drive into this. It was flush right here. And if you see on this pedal, it is basically flush. What I had to do was I said, screw it, I'm gonna take these off and I'm gonna slide that in. And it looks like it's crooked right now, it really does. But the Ninja bearing is a universal joint, so their whole thing is it should self-align. So I had to play with it. So I said, screw it, I'll push it all the way in. That didn't really help. But I tweaked it and I just continued to move it. And if you look, I'm just gonna pull it back a little bit here. I would say that's pretty smooth. That is drastically different. I wish I had an old video. I'm not gonna go back and put that where it used to be, I'm sorry, but it would get 5 turns at best. There are other videos on YouTube showing that happening on the double pedal on other singles. So what you do is you loosen those 2 and you play with it until it seems about right. Now, that probably messed with another setting. Let me see if I can get these close enough here and you guys can see. If I pull these down in a pretty close manner, look at that. Now that, I believe, is how a Demon Drive should act. You can tell he's still fading a little early, but I think it'll be okay. We'll do it one more time. Also, his beater height's a little bit higher, so that could be maybe some of that. Let's just see here. So we'll go one more. Just feel like they're equal pressure on both. That was a bad release. Let's do that again. This is tremendously better. That's pretty good. I had them really good. If I had 2 hands to do, I would show you. So I'm gonna continue to tweak that and try to get them identical. This is gonna dramatically improve my outtake because I was getting ready to send these back and try a different direct drive pedal, but I've heard so much awesomeness about these Demon Drive pedals. I wanted to try them. So Pearl, if you happen to see this, maybe you can address it and see why. And it's probably a manufacturing issue. When you do 10,000, 100,000 pedals in a year, you're bound to have that. But I didn't find this solution anywhere on the web. So hopefully a drummer out there somewhere is gonna find this useful. In the meantime, this is Jarrett Scott checking out. Go ahead and check out my music and rock on.